Good day, brothers and sisters. Today we continue our journey through the book of John, and we'll be looking at John chapter 2, verse 23. Now, when he was in Jerusalem at the Passover feast, many believed in his name when they saw the signs that he was doing. In this passage, we see Jesus describing the nature of people's faith by seeing signs which he was doing. However, it is not the attestation to Jesus' words that had kindled the faith, similar to the first 6 disciples, which was confirmed by the first miracle at Cana. However, we must not regard this remark about the character of the faith of these many believers as implying that the signs Jesus wrought were not intended to produce faith, which would conflict with their character as signs. As with passages like in John chapter 5 verse 36, when Jesus says, "By the testimony that I have is greater than that of John. For the works that the Father has given me to accomplish, the very works that I am doing, bear witness about me that the Father has sent me." Or in John chapter 10 verse 37 to 38, Jesus says, "If I am not doing the works of my Father, then do not believe me. But if I do them, even though you do not believe me, believe in the works, that you may know and understand that the Father is in me, and I in the Father." And in John chapter 14, verse 11, Jesus says, "Believe me that I am in the Father, and the Father is in me, or else believe on the account of the works themselves." Faith may well begin by first trusting in the signs. Nevertheless, the signs and the word belong together like a document and the seals that attach it to it, as mentioned in the passages above. The seals alone eventually amount to nothing, while some advance from the signs to the word, and thus, believing both, attain abiding faith. Others saw the signs clearly but refused the word and remain in unbelief. When some today would take the word and yet discard the signs, they invalidate the word itself, which is a vital part of which the signs remain and fail in faith. The signs establish the word that all who began and who now begin with the word and then accept the signs attain true and abiding faith. The many in Jerusalem still hung in the balance with such inadequate faith as they had, while the incidental object, which is his signs, only imitates that during this week Jesus wrought such signs for the public. The added relative clause with the imperfect tense, which he was doing or kept doing, declares that Jesus wrought a goodly number of such signs. However, John relates none of them in his gospel. He records only certain selected miracles, most clearly and directly serving his purpose to the gospel. We have seen one of these, that at Cana, by telling us that the many in Jerusalem rested their faith only on the signs which Jesus kept doing. John does not need to add that during this week, Jesus added to the signs by also testifying by his teaching. Hence, the many passed by, giving it too little attention. When we seek answers in our lives, we are flooded by many worldviews and philosophical contentations to discern and find the truth. Many worldviews provide elegant teachings and assessments to a fruitful life. However, they lack the basis of those assessments, since many only offer subjective collective views that seek to fit our narrative. The Christian worldview is grounded in documented and verified testimonies that reveal the essence of the divine nature of Jesus Christ. Some other competing worldviews even attest to the miracles and works of Jesus Christ, but deny his divinity, since it would undermine their own religious doctrines. Do we continue to select narratives that fit our objective goals? Or do we submit to the complete revelations in Jesus Christ? There is no middle ground. And unless we are committed fully to him and his teachings, we will continue to fall short in our journey. Don't allow our narrative to dictate the divine nature of God's truth. Thank you, brothers and sisters, and God bless.